So for this particular session, I'm just going to go through these notes. So Hana kiaka I ka mo'olelo mai kinohi a ka hopena. So we went and they acted out or dramatized the stories that they had shared with the class. No sound, yeah. Walk through each step of the story, significant and insignificant details, complete the action of the story. At that point, after they went through that, I had them koho e ha highlight. So they would select 4 highlights or moments in the story and then perform those moments. We went and hana ho one more time. So we did it again, slowing down each moment. At that point, we revisited all 4 movements and hana ho. So we did them again and made clear conscious choices in the movement, so to create a starting point and a completion between each movement. This was so that they could clearly see a beginning, middle, and end of the movements that they had selected. And then we went ahead and as they're going through this process, it was, well, I guided them through selecting an overall rhythm for the story and then putting those 4 movements into an appropriate rhythm that would tell the story. At that point, this process takes a while. So these are, I can't really give you a time frame right now, but my guess is that this was probably at least a half an hour to 40 minutes of an exercise. So we're getting towards the end of class here. It was an hour 15-minute class. We asked them to hana ho one last time, right? To do it again one last time. Their sequence of movements that they've put to rhythm in with the idea that they're retelling these stories that they had shared with the class. And then we all sat in the audience. So e noho kako ma kia naina, hana kia ka pakahi. So each individual would go up while the remainder of the class and myself was sitting in the audience. And what we did was we observed the movement. We tried to recognize the moments in the story that were selected to be performed. And then watching those movements, we had some discussion that followed and tried to see if there was any unifying themes that were shared, and then what we felt when we watched and what we felt when we performed. At that point, I had them partner up and perform movement alongside of each other. So there was 2 per hui, yeah. So like 2 per group with partners, and then there was like this marriage of the movement that we walked through. So they would perform side by side and see how those 2 stories could perhaps fit together or be juxtaposed to one another. Again, after doing the partnering up, we went ahead and talked about what we felt when we watched, what we felt when we performed. I suggested to them that this was an assignment that they want to discuss further or reflect further on in their puke ho'omana'o or their journal. I see this note here to myself. And then since this was a Tuesday, we had an assignment for poha, which is Thursday. And I asked them that to find another story to bring and share that would have been inspired by the work that we did in class today. And then we went ahead and reversed the process, yeah, so that was 2 sessions right there.